Eastern on Fox. Then the Holiday Bowl at 6:30 on FS1.
Dak Prescott taking the field. Ezekiel Elliott not dressed. Eli Manning, well, you know, he's been doing it for 15 years. Giants Cowboys coming up. And here come Jason Garrett and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an old NFC East battle today. The Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. We welcome you to the broadcast booth. Charles Davis is my partner, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. So, Charles, we know the Cowboys have won the division. We know they're in the playoffs, and they've got the 4th seed. Nothing can change. We saw Ezekiel Elliott. He's not dressed, not playing. How's Jason Garrett going to handle the rest of this game?
He's going to handle it like he wants to win the ball game and carry some momentum into the playoffs. Remember, this is a team that hasn't had much success in the playoffs under Jason Garrett. In fact, in Super Bowl 30, we haven't really seen much success at all. So they want to play well today, be smart, and be smooth, and get into the playoffs ready to go.
A couple guys banged up like Elliott are out. We'll tell you about that later. Meanwhile, for the Giants, look, it hasn't been a good year. They've got 5 wins, but since the bye, they're a much better football team. And Pat Shermer really believes in that word you used, momentum.
He certainly does, and he used it often when he talked with us because he believes it can carry over to next season. Many people don't. Pat Shermer firmly believes that it can. He wants his team to go out and win this ball game and get started on 2019. And as quarterback Eli Manning, I think he expects to still be the quarterback in 2019.
Giants so a little shorthanded on defense, right? No Ogletree, no Collins, so we'll see how they handle the Cowboys, even if some of their subs are playing today. Well, Dak Prescott is ready to go, and so is that man, Saquon Barkley. Kickoff on Fox is coming up next.
Ha! Surprise! It's your MVC bike.
What's MVC?
Most valuable client.
I'm your only client.
I'm your only agent.
No, you're not.
No worries, we have great rates on motorcycles.
Oh, well, that's too bad because I was going to trade this in for a boat.
We cover that too.
Hop on, Aaron. Sorry, State Farm, no third wheels. This isn't a tricycle. Jan?
Yeah.
Feels so light.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Okay, I picked out my dream car. Now's the really fun part. Choosing the color, the wheels, the interior, everything exactly how I want it. Here's the thing, just because I configured this car online doesn't mean it really exists at a dealership. But with TrueCar, I get real pricing on actual cars in my area. I see what others paid for them, and they show me the ones that match the car I want. So I know I can go to a TrueCar certified dealer, and it'll be right there waiting for me. Today, right now. This is TrueCar.
Look at that. Oh! You notice everything down here.
Yeah, these seats are ridiculous.
I feel like I could probably be in the NBA.
What?
Look, if I had a solid month and a half, I think that I could be a real NBA player. Maybe I'd come off the bench.
You should do it.
I think I can do it.
You should do it.
I'm gonna get drafted at 40.
So 10 years ago? Oh! This dude is on fire. Oh, man.
Pizza Hut, home field advantage. Official pizza sponsor of the NFL. No one out Pizza Hut. Well, when you've been in the league for 15 years, you take a family picture because you never know when the end may come. Eli Manning on the field today for the Giants.
Jake!
I'm sorry.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
I want to find pieces that represent who I am, and that's what I get from Etsy.
I get a lot of compliments on these.
Etsy allows me to give gifts that are memorable.
Someone made this by hand. This is one of a kind, and I found this on Etsy.
I'm Ken Jacobus, and I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And last year, I earned $36,000 in cash back, which I used to offer health insurance to my employees. What's in your wallet?
When you get up, the first thing most people want to know is what's going to happen this day. To give that information, I mean, it makes you feel like you have a really important job.
Jude Redfield, your Emmy winner for Best Meteorologist.
What time does your alarm ring?
2:45.
Mike, what's your wake-up number?
My wake-up number is 3 a.m.
3 o'clock in the morning?
I sleep in a little bit later than you.
2:43, sometimes 2:55. I mean, I will go down minute by minute. If I can get an extra minute, I'll squeeze it in.
So you're a snooze person? Do you hit the snooze?
Not just once, maybe
Really?
like 6 or 7 times.
So when your alarm goes off, you get out of bed?
No.
Does it take
Snooze.
you hit snooze?
Oh, yeah.
You always hit snooze?
3 times.
See, and I shower the night before, so I don't have to do all that stuff in the morning.
I get up and it's like, oh.
I have to wake up earlier when my hair gets longer because it takes longer to blow dry. It is a calculated science. I have everything laid out, suit, tie, everything. Shirt. Yes, time out. Go ahead.
What's this blow drying?
If I don't get a shower, I don't feel awake, I don't feel clean and ready to go, I'm saying you're dirty.
So now you know all about our morning routines.
And we want to know your wake-up number.
This is a hand-built restaurant. Everything is made from scratch. To start baking, we'll typically get up at 5:30. Early to bed, early to rise. It's important for me to get information for the next day. I'm an early riser, and that's why I'm a 10.
Liquor Barn Delivery.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you guys delivered.
Yeah, people.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to MetLife Stadium. I'm Pam Oliver. Well, after winning the division last week, Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett had a couple of messages for his team, some instructions actually. He told them to enjoy this moment, but tomorrow give the commemorative hats and t-shirts celebrating the NFC East title to loved ones or friends. He said for this ball game, he wants to see the Cowboys come out with intensity, to play with an edge. He feels like those two things will set them up nicely for the playoffs. Up to you, Kevin.
Pam, thanks, and we show you who's not playing. And that's the thing when Pam's talking about playing with an edge, and he wants to when he wants to play crisp, but the smart thing, Charles, the guys that are banged up are not playing.
Yeah, you got to be very judicious about what you're doing. Everyone else who gets a chance to play, have that edge. Play with the intensity. Show that you belong as part of the roster.
Dallas won the toss. They have decided to defer, so the Giants will receive. And here we go from northern New Jersey. It's week 17. And Corey Coleman going to decide to take it out. Has a nice little seam. Coleman across the 30. Good turn. He's out across the 35. And a good way for the Giants to start their final game of this 2018 season. As Eli Manning in his 15th season, having one of his better years throwing the football. It's the highest completion rate he has ever had, and looking to finish strong here today. Giants offensively on the year, they're 20th in scoring, but Charles, they've been much better since the bye. Part of that is they've blocked better.
They blocked better and they've had better continuity.
A throw in here with Manning on the run to Shepard with a block and a first down, and Shepard has a big play on the first play for the Giants all the way down to the Dallas 38. It's a gain of 34.
And something else that they've done better is they've moved Eli Manning in and out of the pocket. A lot more bootleg action, getting him out away from out under center to where people can find him immediately on a 3 or a 5-step drop. Just changing the launch points, as Pat Shermer liked to call it, and he did that on the first play to good effect.
Kyle Lauletta is in the game as a wide receiver at the top of your screen, the backup quarterback. So a little different look, but they're going to run it to Barkley. That usually works, and it works again, and Barkley's still going. Breaking tackles inside the 20. Saquon Barkley, what a year for the rookie, and he's got the Giants going with a gain of 26.
And there's excellent blocking from all the big people up front. Now watch the vision and the cutback from Saquon Barkley. And you mentioned Kyle Lauletta. He may not throw an actual block, but look at him try and stay active and keep Byron Jones occupied out on the corner. There's Barkley breaking through the tackle by Jeff Heath, and the Giants are off to a very fast start.
Well, talking about the momentum at the start, and they've got it. to get it going here. Giants, of course, without Odell Beckham again, by the way, so he's been out the last month, so they are really short-handed at the wide receiver position. Give it to Barkley. Patient, and not much room to go. Well, we talked about the Giants, Charles, since the bye, and look, they've got 5 wins. We're not trying to make them out to be world beaters here, but there's no doubt they look better, they've played better, and quite frankly, the numbers support it. Look at the points before the bye. They were under 19. Now they're over 26. The sacks is really the biggest difference.
Well, you mentioned a big part of it is the offensive line, and as you said, they haven't been world beaters, but the idea that they were the same guys essentially playing together for the last 4, 5, 6 games, that's really helped out. The continuity, everyone understanding assignments, and getting comfortable with each other up front.
On second down, Manning on the run again. Looking on the run, completing, and then catch is made by Simonson, the tight end, who gets down to the 5. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. By the way, more injuries for the Giants. We told you Beckham not playing. Rhett Ellison, the backup tight end, also out.
So that means Scott Simonson, who caught his first touchdown pass in his NFL career last week at Indianapolis, he's going to get more time. And we had a chance to meet his dad in pregame, and his dad whispered to me, he's not just a blocker, you know. He can catch the football, and he just did there.
Third down and 4. They line up Evan Engram, the tight end, who's got great speed up to the top of your screen.
He's like a wide receiver. They may think one-on-one with him up top.
Eli not looking that way, coming the other way. Intercepted in the end zone. Chidobe Awuzie was there. He was trying to get it to Shepard, and a great opening drive. The Giants denied.
And what a play by Awuzie at the corner. They were hoping to hold him short with a route underneath. He read it, dropped back into the coverage, and makes the initial interception and kills the Giants' first drive.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. 8 atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
Hey, Benny, there's one more gift for you.
Hey!
Grandpa!
You happen to see my favorite hat? Benny.
Portal. Buy any 2 and get $100 off.
Sorry, Aaron, I know this stings, but defense wins championships, and we're defending your truck now, so State Farm, you can pack those khakis and go.
Who's protecting my house?
Should I unpack my khakis?
No, you keep those khakis packed.
It's ready for you. The new Honda Civic Sport is fast-moving, engine roaring, wheels racing fun. Always. Always fun. Racing wheels, roaring engine, moving fast. The new Honda Civic Sport. It's ready for you.
Really? Today's game is sponsored by Domino's. Order online and track your order.
All right, so what you're doing, Chidobe Awuzie, is looking back, and he's looking at Benny Fowler, number 18, and Sterling Shepard. They're trying to hold him right there, but look at Awuzie's eyes. He sees back into the quarterback and realizes Eli Manning is not going to Benny Fowler, so he leaves him alone and falls off on the coverage. Back to Shepard, and takes the ball away, and the Cowboys start an offense.
And Awuzie has his first interception of the year, and so here come the Cowboys with Dak Prescott getting the start today. They're coming out to Noah Brown on the first reception of the game, and he's going to pick up a short gain. And yeah, we told you Elliott is out, right? So Rod Smith will get the start at tailback today. Also for the Cowboys, they're all pro right guard Zach Martin, who's been really banged up with the knee. Tyron Smith has had multiple injuries on the left tackle. He's out. And again, Jason Garrett doing what he said. We're going to play to win, but the guys that are banged up, we're going to give them a week to get healthy for the playoffs. Some discombobulation on the snap. And we get a penalty, and Clay Martin is our referee today.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's on B.J. Hill, the rookie out of NC State, has had a really good year. But the penalty there. Cowboys offense has been, good at times. We know with Elliott, they are one of the top teams running the football, 6th in the league there. But they have been erratic. And that's why Jason Garrett wants to see a couple of good drives today. Here's Rod Smith, who will get the carry, playing for Elliott, not going to get there, 3rd down.
We were here last year for this game near the end of the season, and Rod Smith played very well in that game. Ended up having 47 yards and a touchdown on the ground, 5 catches, 113 yards, including an 81-yard touchdown catch on a quick pass in the middle, and then he ran away from everyone. So he's excited about getting this opportunity to be the full-time ball carrier. Remember, Ezekiel Elliott displaced him at Ohio State and turned Rod Smith into a fullback.
Funny, right? Tavon Austin's in the game for the Cowboys. He's been out since week 6 with a groin injury. Like to get him some touches today. 3rd down and 1. They will just run it to Rod Smith right through the middle and a 1st down for Dallas up to the 39.
Kevin, golfers often talk about how certain courses fit their eye, and that means they play well at that course. All right, Tiger Woods at Torrey Pines, for example. For Rod Smith, this field last year represented, the apex of his NFL career. I wonder if he thinks that this stadium fits his eye with this start we're seeing here.
90! 90! Hey, kill! 190!
On the fake, Prescott has Dalton Schultz wide open in the tight end as a 1st down and more. Into Giants territory. Good play call. Dalton Schultz, the rookie out of Stanford, picks up 17.
And the rookie, watch Schultz pretending and then gets out here. See that? And look at him whip around. Nice pivot route by Schultz. Sold the inside move. Pivots abruptly, and a nice play fake there from Rod Smith pretending he had the ball. Allowed Prescott to get out on the corner, and Dalton Schultz is really starting to come on, the rookie out of Stanford.
That's Amari Cooper in motion. Prescott looking that way. Throwing that way, almost intercepted. That would have been a touchdown. Janoris Jenkins jumped the route, but just couldn't make the catch.
Well, this is where you start to think about Jenkins and his nickname, the Jackrabbit, because he almost hopped on this one enough to turn it into 6 points for the Giants. And if he catches the football, he's gone. He did everything correctly, but take the ball the other way. Instead of catching it with his hands, he tried to use his body. It bounced off the pads. A terrific read, a nice pass breakup, but so much more could have resulted.
Prescott, it's a draw. Smith is in trouble, and down he goes. Michael Thomas, who is starting for the injured Landon Collins, who is on IR. But he's played pretty well, actually a Pro Bowl alternate at special teams. And he makes a play. Giants defense looking for a pass rush. They haven't had much of that this year. They have had some bright spots like Hill, the rookie. Tate Davis starting. Alec Ogletree has been one of their best playmakers, out again from a concussion a couple weeks ago.
58 down, 36 is the mark. You got 31, you got 31. Hey, dirty!
Giants showing blitz, here it comes. Prescott sees it, gets hit as he throws, it's high and incomplete. They came with Thomas on the blitz, and it worked in a 4th down and 12. Ladler was in there too. Dallas will punt it away.
And when you blitz and you're able to get the pressure on the quarterback, it often speeds up the process of what he's trying to accomplish. And in that case, he threw it to the outside part of the field. Michael Gallup's running inside, a misconnection, and I think it resulted from the pressure.
End over end. Coleman calling fair catch, does so. Giants will take over right around their own 13-yard line. And so we get to see the sensational rookie Saquon Barkley. Still got a chance at the rushing title today, just saying.
The moment you realize your close friends don't need to be this close.
At Lowe's, we have everything you need to get your home ready to enjoy the game next week. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
Shop Lowe's for plastic storage totes starting at $4.48.
Inferior phone detected.
What is happening?
You can get the Samsung Galaxy S9 for just $9 per month at Sprint.
No way.
On to the next. Punch it, Paul.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S9 for just $9 per month at Sprint.
Gordon's back to save restaurants from the brink.
My time is done. No, I've got to go.
24 Hours to Hell and Back premieres Wednesday on Fox.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Lowe's.
So here's the race for the rushing title in the NFL this year. Well, Elliott's not playing today. Gurley is not playing for the Rams today. So Barkley, this is up to date. He's got 27 yards rushing already in this game. So he needs 209 yards to win the rushing title. Look, it's obviously would take a monster game, but it's not out of the question with this guy. He's got a chance as a rookie to do it. You know the Giants are cognizant of that with Elliott out. Here's Manning to throw. Second possession for the Giants. They're going to throw it to Barkley, and that works just fine, too. He's got another first down, and that's the thing, Charles. It's not only him running the ball. That's his 88th catch of the year. Incredible numbers.
Knew that he had that ability coming out of college, but the idea of getting this done on the NFL level, and listen, you want to get up close and personal with Saquon Barkley, here's the chance to do it. But they have really maximized his catching skills. Remember, he had 14 catches in the first game against Dallas, although it was only for 80 yards.
Think about this. That catch ties Reggie Bush for the most by a rookie running back ever. Look at him, dazzling moves, still on his feet. And that's a heck of a 1-yard run by Barkley.
In pregame, we were talking with some Cowboys personnel. We were talking to their sideline reporter, Christy Scales, on their radio. And she was talking about how the defense was jacked up to play against Saquon Barkley today, to get prepared for the playoffs. No better test than to try and get this elusive, strong, powerful runner on the ground. So far, Barkley's really putting them to the test.
Although Barkley takes a breather, Wayne Gallman is in the game for the first time, and he goes in motion. Gets right next to Eli Manning. Fake to Gallman. Here comes pressure. They get it to Ingram. Looking for a block. Evan Ingram, he's been real good the last couple of weeks. And Ingram has enough for a Giants first down. And that's, Charles, one of the positive developments. They've been waiting for him. He's come to life.
And I don't think there's any accident, because two things have happened for Evan Ingram. Number one, he's gotten healthy. Been dinged up a lot this year. Number two, without Odell Beckham Jr. in the game, those catches have to go somewhere, don't they? And Ingram runs routes like a wide receiver, so they can move him to a variety of spots and utilize his skills.
You're ready. Set. 118. 1 touch.
On the fake, give it to Sterling Shepard. Shepard on the reverse has some room. Van Der Esch in hot pursuit, and he's the one that's going to force him out, but not before Sterling Shepard is going to pick up a little over 8 yards on the run.
And how about this? Kevin, do you get the sense that Pat Shurmur is not just giving them a lot of looks today, but he's made it fun in terms of game planning today. Last game of the season, trying to get a win first and foremost, but want to make it fun for the guys going out at the end of this year. Everyone getting a piece of the action in the early going.
Second carry of the year for Shepard. Second and short. Manning to throw. Catching traffic and a good one. And that is Ingram who hauls it in for a Giants first down. We've got our first game break of the day. Let's say hi to Carissa Thompson.
Hi, Kevin. So Panthers at the Saints. Kyle Allen making his first career start. Scores his first career touchdown. Panthers leading 7-0 over the Saints, who have already clinched the #1 seed. Kevin, Charles, and Pam.
How about that, Carissa? Kyle Allen starting for Carolina. You know who he was a quarterback with in the early going of his college career? Kyler Murray. He and Kyler Murray were at Texas A&M together.
Very interesting. Gallman's still in the game at tailback. He'll get the pitch now, looking for a seam. Oh my, it's belted by Jalen Smith. And he and Van Der Esch for Dallas have formed quite the linebacking duo.
Quite the linebacking duo, unless you have to play against them, because this is no fun. And look at him, straight up. Gallman knows it's coming, and there's no getting away. Jalen Smith took away the cutback and then came through and put him on the deck. Well played.
Quick count. Here comes Lawrence. Manning decked as he throws it. It's intercepted out of midair. It's picked off by Antoine Woods. DeMarcus Lawrence with his 11.5 sack on the year. He knocked it in the air, and Antoine Woods, very alert, picks up the interception. Cowboys football.
Alexa, find dramas.
Wait, why are you speaking like that?
Alexa, scroll right.
You do know that Alexa understands normal voice?
I know, but when you want to watch dramas, you need to get into the mood.
No, you don't. That's not a real thing.
Alexa, play Ray Donovan.
There's a doctor at Sloan Kettering.
Does the doctor have a name?
Sharon Bergstein. She's a neurosurgeon.
You know you're a weird guy, right?
I know.
That'll be $12.45.
Sure.
Drew Brees, what you just did with that Visa card is the most amazing thing I've ever seen you do.
But I've won a Super Bowl.
But you didn't do it so quickly.
Yeah, it took you like 3 hours.
But that's how long a game takes.
Now you can tap to pay with Visa at CVS.
Has the king gone crazy? He's offering 10 crispy, juicy white meat chicken nuggets for just $1. Yep, the king's lost his marbles. 10 nuggets for $1. Only at Burger King.
This January, based on the best-selling trilogy.
Explain to me why you need a kid.
What we're doing could save millions. You're my most important little girl in the world.
Fox brings you the biggest television event of the new year.
Can you live with this?
There's no other option.
And we promise you will get hooked.
It always takes my breath away, the power of what you discovered.
The Passage premieres Monday, January 14th on Fox.
New Year's Eve on Fox and FS1. Oregon battles Michigan State in the Red Box Bowl on Fox. Then Utah Northwestern in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. It all comes down to this. New Year's Eve, the Red Box Bowl at 2:30 Eastern on Fox. Then the Holiday Bowl at 6:30 on FS1.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. And by Burger King. Try the new $6 King Box, only at Burger King.
Well, right now, Antoine Woods is ready to celebrate his first career interception. They're looking, they might change it to a fumble recovery depending on where the arm was, but we'll let you know. The bottom line is it's Dallas's football. DeMarcus Lawrence wreaking havoc with the sack. Knocked into Manning as he was about to throw it, so the Cowboys have the football for the second time today. 4:15 to go in this first quarter. We are scoreless, and here's Prescott with some pressure. Gets it to Rob Smith right over the middle. And he's going to pick up about 8, but we have a penalty flag as well, and we'll see what that is. So there's Manning, looks like
there's no foul for defensive holding. It'll be second down.
Well, here is the deal for Eli Manning, and a lot of people wondering, well, you know, is this it for him as a Giant? Well, the first 8 games of the year, he did not play well. He also got sacked 1,000,000 times. Last 7 games, been protected better, playing a lot better on the move. But today, he's had a little bit of a rough go with the interception. Right now, 2 interceptions. We'll see how they rule that last one, as Smith is going to be, I believe, a hair shy of a first. B.J. Hill was there on the stop. So he had been playing well since the bye, Charles, but now the interception in the end zone, and then the one there, which he got hit on, and not a great start.
So if I'm being a little snarky, he's really 7 for 7.
Yes.
Right? but here's the deal. Coming into this game, and I don't think it's going to change no matter what we see, head coach Pat Shurmur is a big believer in Eli Manning, believes that they can continue to win games. You get the sense that Giant management feels the same way. So don't expect that, you know, these 2 interceptions, all of a sudden they just change up, and he's no longer the answer going forward.
3rd and 1, handed off. Smith waiting for a seam, spins away. Nice move by Rod Smith, who got stopped initially but pulled out the old 360, and he picks up 9.
360 with a little shoulder to lead. Watch Rod Smith, as you described, Kevin. See the shoulder first as he drops that on Curtis Riley, and as you noted, kept his feet moving, spun out of the attempted tackle before Tay Davis ran him down.
Movement. There's a flag. Prescott has time. Gonna let it rip. Knocked away. B.W. Webb made the play. Trying to get it to Michael Gallup, but I think the Giants jumped early.
Offside. Defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the second penalty on B.J. Hill today. Cowboys trying to hurry it up. Well, you could hear Prescott's cadence.
Did a nice job of utilizing that cadence to draw B.J. Hill offside. As you noted, they've upped the tempo on offense.
Smith has a seam, makes a cut. Rod Smith running hard. Rod Smith in place of Ezekiel Elliott down to the 15, and another first down for Dallas.
So you end up getting good blocking on that play, and then nice vision by Rod Smith to find the gap and he let his feet carry him through it. And as you noted, Kevin, Dallas continuing to stay at the line of scrimmage and play a little bit quicker.
Fake to Smith. Prescott rolling left, firing incomplete. Get some pressure from Vernon as Schultz the intended target. Second down. You know, Dak Prescott, Charles, is interesting. You think about a couple years ago, his rookie year, they won the division and they had an 11-game win streak, and the last game of the year, similar situation, didn't mean anything. He played, what, a series, maybe 2. He really wanted to play the whole game today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but he was anxious to play and play well.
He wants to be very decisive in what he does in this game today, and then playing a little bit faster as we've seen the offense up the tempo.
Pressure, Vernon gets there. Olivier Vernon is going to pick up the sack, giving him 5.5 on the year.
And this is an example of what he was trying to avoid. Remember, I just said he wants to be more decisive? He wants to get the ball, make his read, and get the ball to a receiver. Well, there's no one there, so he has to hold it longer in the pocket. And one of the criticisms of Dak Prescott in his play, he takes too many sacks, doesn't get rid of the football. Another example there, although he just wanted to make sure he didn't give the ball away on a turnover.
Yeah, he's been sacked 53 times. That's 31st in the NFL and hit a lot more. 3rd and 11. Prescott, pressure again, runs away from it, throws on the run. It's just going to throw it into the stands and get it away. Pressure from Kerry Wynn, and promising drive after the turnover as they stop and will settle for a field goal.
And how about some love for the Giants defense down the stretch? There's Janoris Jenkins, who nearly had a pick 6 earlier in the game, taking away that, doubling Amari Cooper between Riley and Haley. Nowhere to go with, and Dak Prescott wisely throws it towards the first 5 rows and sets up a field goal opportunity for Maher.
34 yards out, put the Cowboys on the board. And that is going to be no good. Well, Maher, who's been excellent from long range, has now missed 7 kicks. That from 34 yards. So go figure. He's got a 62-yarder, he's got a 59-yarder, but a 34-yarder is just too difficult. Kickers still scoreless.
You You could take the treatment of your ulcerative colitis in a different direction. Talk to your doctor about Xeljanz, a pill, not an injection or infusion, for adults with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis. Xeljanz is the first and only FDA-approved pill for moderate to severe UC. It can reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks, improve the appearance of the intestinal lining, and provide lasting steroid-free remission. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have tears in the stomach or intestines, serious allergic reactions, low blood cell counts, higher liver tests, and cholesterol levels. Don't start Xeljanz if you have an infection. Your doctor should perform blood tests before and while taking Xeljanz and monitor certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you've been somewhere fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. You could take your UC treatment in a different direction. Ask your gastroenterologist about Xeljanz.
KFC Famous Bowls are only $3, a whole pound of tasty food. But how? It's a famous pour of this, and some famous bits of that, and my famous chicken on top of all that stuff, and more gravy. KFC Famous Bowls, a whole pound of delicious food for only $3.
When a first contact unfolds, we become a way for the universe to know itself.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I plagiarized it from like 9 different things.
Would you look at that?
Nothing like it.
Sweet emotion.
We're burning up. Get us out of here now.
This ship is sick, man.
Thank you.
The Orville, tonight on Fox.
3 receivers.
Seize the day.
Well, the Giants have moved the ball their first 2 possessions. It's just that both have ended in Eli Manning interceptions. And so they begin their 3rd possession on offense. Scoreless game as Brett Maher missed a chip shot field goal. And Sean Lee is on the field. Notable because we just don't know what his role is going to be in the playoffs. He came back against Indy a couple weeks ago from the hamstring. He played only 7 snaps. He was inactive, a healthy inactive last week, as Eli Penny makes the catch and makes a nice strong move out to the 30 for a gain of 6. And Charles, you know, so Lee's playing today. Garrett said the idea, get him, 10 to 20 snaps. I just wonder what his role is going to be in the playoffs next week.
It's going to be interesting to find out, because I just don't think there's any way that you can displace Leighton Vander Esch at this point. And Jalen Smith plays the middle, and those two are working together so well and playing so well. I just don't think you make a disruption in that at all if you're the Dallas Cowboys.
False start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Meanwhile, we have a game break. Let's check back in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. So Jets, Patriots. Patriots put the 2 seed with a win. Tom Brady finding James White for the 17-yard score. Jets would add a field goal. Pats up 7-3. Kevin, Charles, and Ken.
All right, Carissa, you spelled it out. Patriots win. They've got the bye almost as usual in the playoffs.
And I think it's really crucial for them to have one this year. I think they need a break and need a little retooling.
Should be the last play of the first quarter. Blitz coming as Barkley looking for something. There is nothing. There's about 8 Cowboys. That's what's there. And he had no chance as Randy Gregory and others were there for the stop. So we have played 1 quarter from northern New Jersey. Missed field goal. We got a couple interceptions, and we have no points. Giants, Cowboys on Fox.
That'll be $12.45.
Sure.
Drew Brees, what you just did with that Visa card is the most amazing thing I've ever seen you do.
But I've won a Super Bowl.
But you didn't do it so quickly.
Yeah, it took you like 3 hours.
But that's how long a game takes.
Now you can tap to pay with Visa at CVS.
Gotham, the final season begins this Thursday on Fox.
Armchair Sports Dudes.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna win. I can feel it.
There.
You're a genius. You're like Einstein, but with better hair.
What can I say? I've got a gift.
It's always fun and games when you play Kentucky Lottery Scratch-Offs.
There's not much time.
Final countdown initiated.
It's the final days of Nissan's year-end event. Your last chance to load up on tech and save big on our award-winning lineup, featuring the all-new Altima, Rogue, and the powerful Titan. Time's running out. Get the holiday's biggest tech before it's gone.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
This event ends
January 2nd.
Better hurry.
Armchair Sports Dudes. Score! 9 in a row, bro. I win.
You haven't hit any.
Dude, it's pick 3, pick 4 rules. Close enough.
Close enough is right on with Pick 3 and Pick 4's new one-off wager from the Kentucky Lottery.
Kick off New Year's Eve with 2 great bowls on Fox and FS1. 3, 1, 2, 3. On Fox, Oregon battles Michigan State in a showdown at the Red Box Bowl.
It's on time. It's on time.
Then on FS1, Utah, Northwestern in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
It all comes down to this.
New Year's Eve, the Red Box Bowl at 2:30 Eastern on Fox. Then the Holiday Bowl at 6:30 Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
New Year's Day, Lethal Weapon returns with all new episodes.
You're a good cop and a okay partner.
Lethal Weapon at its new time, Tuesday on Fox.
We show you Rod Marinelli on the left, Chris Richard on the right. Those are the two coordinating this defense for Dallas because it's the best first quarter defense the Dallas Cowboys have ever had. 24 points the entire year allowed in the first quarter. That is a crazy number.
Rod Marinelli, the defensive coordinator by title. And this year, when they brought in Chris Richard to be the passing game coordinator, Rod Marinelli recognized his talents and just told him before the first game, you just go ahead and call it. You just take over the defensive play calling. And they've coexisted quite well throughout this season.
Yeah, it's worked wonderfully. So we start this second quarter with a penalty.
False start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That's on Jamon Brown, the right guard, came over, released from the Rams, has fitted and played pretty well, and will move the Giants back. And Charles, we've been documenting this line has played better. They made a lot of changes, but they still need help on the offensive line, and this organization knows it.
Still need a lot of help. We saw GM Dave Gettleman in pregame. He didn't say anything to us about it, but you know he's trying to get that offensive line better.
3rd and long. Manning has time. This time, bad throw, incomplete. He tried to get it to Barkley. He just missed him. And the Giants will punt.
Giants have had some early momentum going in this ball game, and each time they've either thrown an interception or found a way to end the drive. 2 penalties set them back there before the misfire by Eli Manning, and there's Tavon Austin back playing after 9 games missed with a groin injury, back returning punts.
So dangerous back there, Charles. So the Cowboys happy to have him back. And that's what they're hoping to get, a special teams player or 2 from him in the playoffs. This one, though, just a fair catch. So the Cowboys, how did they get here at 9-6, looking for their 10th win of the year today? Well, defense, right? I mean, they've allowed under 20 points a game. They've been great all year long, especially against good teams. That helps. Ezekiel Elliott leading the league in rushing. They have already clinched the NFC East. Pam told you about that. Jason Garrett with the hats and the shirts, enjoy them, then give them away, and let's move on. And you know, these Cowboys are looking for bigger and better. There was a point, Charles, they were 3-5. They lost a Monday nighter to Tennessee. They looked horrible. And you're thinking they're going down the tubes. And Jason Garrett told us that was the defining point of our season. Tavon Austin comes in the game now in the backfield. He's done that plenty before. But they'll throw it. Prescott, pressure again, and that's almost intercepted. It was trying to get it to Austin, but off the back foot as Davis came in on the pressure.
Throughout our time covering Dallas and seeing their games, Dak Prescott talks to us a lot about his footwork and being able to be solid in it. And look at this. You mentioned it, Kevin. Off of his back foot. Can't get everything on that throw. Connor Barwin gets a left pinky finger on the football to deflect it a little bit. And Tay Davis almost comes up with a diving interception.
Fake on the run. Prescott on the move. Throwing on the move. Into traffic. He's got Cole Beasley, who's got the catch up at midfield for a Dallas 1st down. Beasley's going to pick up 16 yards.
Early in the game, we saw the Giants get Eli Manning out on the perimeter. Here comes Dak Prescott. And how about the difference in this throw versus the last throw? See how had his footwork correct? on the move, able to get his body into the throw, and throws an accurate pass downfield.
Darius Jackson in the game in the backfield, number 26. He's been on the Dallas practice squad 3 separate times. Maybe he gets involved here, and that one right through the hands of Amari Cooper was a little high. It's almost like he never saw it. And it's 2nd down. Well, you talked about Dak's footwork and his, his want to play this game and play it sharp and crisp. His offense hasn't been that so far.
They keep trying to help them out a little bit by changing the speed to the tempo that they're playing.
Giants may have jumped again. I think they did, and they're going to get rid of it to Schultz, the tight end. And he's to the 45. But if it is indeed on the Giants, they'll take the penalty. It'll give them an extra yard.
Offside. Defense, number 53. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And another, you mentioned about Dak Prescott wanting to be clean in his footwork, play this game decisively, as I mentioned earlier. They want to get Amari Cooper going again. All right, think about what he had going. 217 yards against Philadelphia. The last 2 games, he's averaging, 4 catches and 26 yards per game.
2 targets, no catches. Blitz coming. Prescott hits it, throws it, got a man wide open. There was Cooper, and he missed him. He had heavy pressure, but you got to connect on that one, and it's incomplete.
In this case for the Giants, I think the heavy pressure saved them because Cooper was running free downfield with the pressure. Didn't allow Dak Prescott to be accurate with the ball downfield. He ends up overshooting his target on a play that should have been 6 points for the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Just under 40% on the year. To throw, tosses it over the middle. There is Austin with a little stutter move and a 1st down. Tavon Austin getting some touches again. That kind of that gadget guy, but back in another weapon that Jason Garrett could use in the playoffs.
And such a gadget that you can use him out wide. You can use him in the slot. And as you noted earlier, he lined up in the backfield. He would actually get carries as a tailback if they so choose. He did that when he was with the Rams.
Four-man rush. Prescott has time, pumps a couple times, trips, stays alive. Now he's going to pump again and run. And Prescott can do just that as he's going to go down at the 31. So they'll give him about 4 yards.
So watch right here, Janoris Jenkins. He doesn't buy the stop and go route, and that's exactly where Dak Prescott wanted to go with the ball. Look at his eyes. See how to pump? There's a pump and can't throw it because Jenkins took it away. Has to exit the pocket and try and make something happen on the other side. Excellent coverage by Janoris Jenkins.
Market is 3 yards on 2nd down. And a carry going to Darius Jackson. Darius Jackson's first offensive touch of his career. He got a kick return, but for him, again, has bounced around. He's been on the Cowboys practice squad 3 separate times. To have his first NFL touch, got to feel pretty good for the young man.
Not bad. Remember, he was a 6th-round draft choice by them in 2016. And his stock and trade, speed. The guy can actually flat out go if you give him some open space. See him with Gary Brown, the running backs coach, on the sidelines.
And so it'll bring him another 3rd down. 3rd and 3 here, and they have Olawale, the fullback, in the game. There to help with the blitz, stays in the block, and a catch down Cooper. And now where do they spot the football? Looks like a 1st down, and it is a 1st down, getting it to Amari Cooper for Dallas.
So watch Cooper coming from inside. He's the 3rd receiver in, breaks off against Grant Haley, the nickel back, knows where the 1st down marker is. Look at him reaching, understanding what gets it for him, and even shifting it to the left hand to get even more length to ensure he picked up the 1st down. A nice veteran play by Cooper.
Jackson again. Looking right. Not much there. Just heads on into the pile. And it's worth noting, we told you Ezekiel Elliott getting the rest today, trying to get him all healthy. He's been fighting through some lingering stuff. And then Zach Martin and Tyron Smith are 2 best offensive linemen. If this were the playoffs today, they'd be playing. They're resting, so that makes a difference.
On our Fox pregame kickoff show, Coach Dave Wanstead talked about that that the #1 thing for the Cowboys, of course, Zeke's going to power them in the playoffs, but their #1 issue is getting those guys healthy. That's why they're not playing today. I think if there's a playoff game, Smith and Zach Martin both would be on the field.
We talked to Martin yesterday. He said, oh, trust me, I'm playing next week. 2nd down and 7. Prescott over the middle. Good catch of Beasley. Beasley trying to spin away, but he's going to get taken down at the 10-yard line by B.J. Goodson. But for Dallas, it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this is back to where Cole Beasley loves to be involved. You get him these little short option routes, little shallow cross, gets underneath. Dak Prescott had plenty of time to let traffic clear, and he almost shakes himself free from B.J. Goodson. But if it's 3rd down or a key catch, Cole Beasley believes he's the guy the ball should come to.
Here's Jackson. Short gain inside the 10 as Thomas was there on the tackle. Twelfth play of this drive coming up for the Cowboys. And again, you don't know how long Dak Prescott's going to play. We know he wants to play the whole thing. Somehow I doubt that will happen, but I think at least this drive certainly starting to feel a little bit better than the last couple.
Kill, no!
Jackson on the run, and that will close quickly, and we get a penalty flag as well.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Let's take a look and see what we can see. And right in here, you see right there, I think the left hand ended up grabbing the mask of safety Michael Thomas. Lyle Collins, number 71, getting called for that. There's Tyron Smith, another Pro Bowl selection, his 6th time in 2018, but hasn't been his best season overall.
Giants may have jumped off sides for the 3rd time today. It's Olawale, the fullback, on the catch. But again, we see what the penalty is. That might be the 3rd one. And Prescott working that cadence pretty well.
Offside. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Dak Prescott's cadence has generated 2 of the better plays for Dallas so far in this game. 2nd time he's pulled them off. If you're the coordinator, James Bettcher, it's driving you crazy. Your guys helping out a Dallas offense that struggled all year long in the red zone. They come into the game 30th in the league in red zone touchdowns, and here the Giants are helping them out when they're already having issues.
Prescott fakes left, going to set up a screen, tipped away nicely. That looked like it was headed for success, but Lorenzo Carter, the rookie, got his hand in there. We got a 3rd down.
Boy, did he read that well and danced it so well in addition, because they gave a couple of different fakes, but Carter ended up realizing on the 3rd move that it was a screen, and instead of continuing towards the quarterback, he fell back into coverage and got a long arm up and knocked it away.
Charles, this is where the Cowboys have struggled in the red zone all year. It's been their bugaboo. This 3rd and 12, they can get a 1st down at the 1. Prescott. Pocket collapses, fires, end zone, touchdown! It's Blake Jarwin, and forget the red zone struggles.
But watch Jarwin just get through here unencumbered. No one hits him off the line of scrimmage. It's a zone coverage. Really, it's what they call the Tampa 2, with the linebacker dropping in the middle, 2 deep coverage, and he runs through scot-free. And Prescott's able to find him easily for the touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good. So the Cowboys getting what they wanted coming into this one. A good drive and a finish. 13 plays, 65 yards, and the Prescott touchdown pass to Jarwin. Cowboys have the lead.
The unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is joyful. Starting under $36,000.
Don't go down! Oh, no! Balloon your car. Call me!
A flyby ballooning. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Jake! I'm sorry.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
It's Macy's after Christmas sale, and when we say biggest sales, we mean biggest. Buy 2 bras, get 2 free. Take 30% off men's underwear. Gear up with 25% off Champion and select Adidas, and 50% off bedding. Now at Macy's.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
Are the Lakers better with or without LeBron?
I think they're worse with LeBron right now.
LeBron's like bacon, man. Everything's better than bacon.
Want more stats? Hey Siri, who leads the league in rushing yards?
So Dak Prescott hitting Blake Jarwin on a 3rd and long, 13-yard touchdown catch. And against the Cowboys on the board, 7-0. They lead the Giants with 8:11 to go.
And that was way too easy, Kevin. With that coverage that the Giants had, Nate Stupar was the linebacker in the middle. Jarwin actually ran in his line of sight across his face to the end zone, and there was never an adjustment. And that's what that linebacker in that coverage, he's supposed to be able to take away those crossing routes. He didn't do anything on that one. Jarwin found it easy.
Como will let it go. Giants will start on their own 25, and we'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Sorry, Aaron, I know this stings, but defense wins championships, and we're defending your truck now, so State Farm, you can pack those khakis and go.
Who's protecting my house?
Should I unpack my khakis?
No, you keep those khakis packed.
Celebrities go undercover in Fox's musical guessing game.
Are you in the NFL?
Stop smiling at me!
Who's behind the mask? The Masked Singer premieres this Wednesday on Fox.
Cowboys have the lead over the Giants. 8:11 to go in this first half. Byron Jones, he is a Pro Bowl player for the first time in his career at cornerback.
Not a single interception. That tells you about his coverage ability and the respect he gets.
It's rare. It's Barkley, not much there. The Dallas tight ends have really come to life of late. Pam Oliver, I know you have a little more on that.
Yeah, Dak Prescott, he really loves the tight end Blake Jarwin, who scored that touchdown there. On plays that Jarwin and Prescott may not have failed to communicate properly, Jarwin told us that he will text Prescott after the game to ask him what he saw on any given play. This is a kid who wants to get better. The Cowboys need their tight ends to step up.
Dak told us, it says a lot about him, right? For him to come say, hey, it's my bad, this is what I did wrong. Taking accountability as Manning sees some pressure. Barkley wasn't even looking. And the Giants, who started out the opening drive going right down the field for the interception in the end zone, now on offense are a little lost.
Yeah, and to put a cap on it, Pam, I think what he was talking about, our game that we did, Dallas, Indianapolis. There's an interception that Dak threw that was intended for Blake Jarwin, and Dak thought he was going to run the route one way. Blake ran it another. Blake Jarwin, as you noted, texted Dak afterwards to say, hey, what did I do wrong on that one? And so their communication continues to get better, and they need those tight ends to continue to play better as they move into the playoffs.
Jalen Smith, the only linebacker on during the dime coverage for the Cowboys. So Vander Esch and Lee sitting. Smith loves the blitz. He's not going to do it here. Everyone else is. Manning on the run, throws on the run, and no one is home. Sterling Shepard had fallen down. He was looking for a flag, not going to get it. Giants 3 and out.
Kevin, you remember Jalen Smith telling us that he felt his explosiveness starting to come back around Thanksgiving last season? It's all the way back. He showed blitz there, came off of the blitz to cover Saquon Barkley man-to-man out of the backfield and had him locked up out in the flat. We also saw that explosive last week with the 69-yard fumble recovery return for a touchdown against Tampa.
Very true. Dixon to punt to Austin. This is a low sinker. It's going to take a bounce. Austin's going to let it go. And the Cowboys will take over the football. So the Cowboys trying to get their offense in sync. They're in sync right now, up 7-0, taking the field when we come back.
King Arthur, Luke Skywalker, Harry Potter. It's always the same. Something amazing happens, and they find out they're descended from powerful, magical families. Mum, don't freak out. That's me.
An evil army will rise from the dead, and you must stop them.
Who will join us?
You're a king.
Where did you learn how to drive? Mario Kart.
The Kid Who Would Be King, rated PG.
These days, we're all stressed. I hear you, sister. Stress can affect our minds.
I call this dish stress. Stress can also affect our bodies.
So I'm partnering with Cigna to remind you that your emotional and physical health are more connected than you think. Go in for your annual checkup and be open with your doctor about anything you feel, physically and emotionally, body and mind. Cigna, together, all the way.
That's better.
This is the Chevy Equinox. Beautiful.
Wow. Ooh, this is fancy.
That's the available HD surround vision camera.
The top of your car?
It helps you see dangers around the vehicle.
What is that?
What? Wait, what is that?
Oh my
God. What is that?
These are big alligators. So who's getting out first?
I don't know, but we're keeping this camera on.
Use your employee discount for everyone to get over $6,000 below MSRP on this Equinox when you finance with GM Financial. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light.
Week 17 continues on CBS and Fox. Then the NFL regular season concludes tonight on NBC. Stream games on mobile with the NFL and Yahoo Sports apps.
I didn't used to believe in monsters, but I do now.
Well, in the NFC, there's one spot left. Who's going to get it? The Vikings. The Vikings host the Bears. That's got a game with a lot of meaning coming up a little later on Fox. But if Minnesota were to lose and the Eagles were beat the Redskins, Philly is back in. That's a big couple of games coming up later on Fox. So the bottom line is just leave your TV where it is. All that coming up just a little later. Swing pass. It's Beasley who gets his way out to the 30. We get a penalty flag as well. Penalties in this game. Giants already 6 of them. Cowboys have just 1.
Pass interference. Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's on Michael Gallup, the rookie wide receiver. So here is what's going on in these 4 o'clock games. Bears and Vikings. Vikings win, they're in. Simple as that. Bears, by the way, if the Rams were to somehow lose and Bears win, Bears would get the 2 seed and a bye. Eagles have to win and have a Vikings loss, and then the Birds are back in. Rams, simple for them. They beat the 49ers. They've got the 2 seed and a first-round bye. So those are the basic scenarios coming up a little later. Here, we already know the Cowboys are in there, the 4 seed. We're looking to finish on a strong note and get some momentum going into next week. Giants season, well, it's been over for a while. Mark Colombo, you remember him? Former Cowboy offensive lineman.
Very much so.
And Charles, he was on this staff, you know, to start the year, but he wasn't one of the lead guys as far as coaching this offensive line.
Paul Alexander was.
They fired Paul Alexander, And I don't know if you could put it in perspective how important that move has been.
It was huge because the way that they were taught to do things previously, Alexander changed a lot of that for the veteran guys.
Here's Prescott throwing. Good catch. And a tough catch on a high throw, but Gallup's going to haul it on in and get out to the 29.
And how about him making up for the penalty he had previously to go up and get that one? But the veteran guys were taught a different way. As we see Dak Prescott, the ball sails on him a little, and look at Gallup go up and get it. And so when Paul Alexander changed everything, and then they fired him and they brought back Colombo, it was back to business. Business as usual. Zach Martin told us that's what we were comfortable doing, and it was an easy transition, and the line has played much better as a result.
Yeah, Martin told us it was just a huge move, and their line has been a lot better since they did that. Third down, Giants coming with a blitz. Prescott sees it, gets it to Beasley, first down. And a move from Cole Beasley, who is breaking tackles out across the 45 to the 47. So a blitz beater to Beasley, and the Cowboys are going to pick up 18.
Nice job figuring out where the best matchup was for the Cowboys by Dak Prescott, the quarterback. He looks up and sees Kenny Ladler, number 33, who they got from Washington from earlier this season. He's out in coverage against Cole Beasley. Ladler is really a backup safety man. They like that matchup all day long. Beasley takes advantage.
Beasley has gotten back into the offense. He's got 12 catches the last 3 weeks. He was almost invisible since they got Cooper, which, you know, in a way was a good thing. Jackson with the run across midfield for Dallas. Weds get another game break. Say hello to Kurt Menefee.
Hi. The Patriots wrap up at least a first-round bye with a win over the Jets, and they're doing just that. 3 touchdown passes from Tom Brady already this one. That one to Philip Dorsett is 21-3 early in the second quarter. Kevin, Charles, and Pam.
Well, hi to you, Kurt. And the Patriots doing what we expected, looking to clinch that number 2 seed.
Hey, go to 58, go to 58. Oh, wrong one, second.
4-man rush. Prescott standing in now. He's in trouble. Just tries to throw it away. They say he was down. So that is going to go down as a sack by Vernon, who's got 2 today. So we told you about the Patriots. Here is another one of importance in these early games today. The Texans. They are leading the Jaguars now. If they get a little luck, they could jump ahead of the Patriots. Doesn't look like they're going to happen. But right now, Charles, they're just looking to win the division and stay where they are. If they win, they will do that.
And remember, the Indianapolis at Tennessee game tonight is a win and in the playoffs. They were hoping the Texans would lose because then it would be a battle for the division.
Right. That's the thing. Texans are in the playoffs, but they could actually lose the division and be a wild card. 3rd and 10. Prescott throws. It is complete to Jarwin, the tight end, and a good, strong effort. And Blake Jarwin is going to have a Cowboys first down.
How about the contrast between the last 2 plays? Dak Prescott in the pocket, takes too long to find anyone open. Very careful with the football so he doesn't get rid of it and make it a turnover, and takes a sack. How about this one? Hits the back foot, gets rid of the football on time to Blake Jarwin. That's what Dak Prescott wants to do in this game. That's what he told us in our meeting. Be decisive, get the football to the receivers.
Pressure, Prescott going deep down the far sideline for Gallup, incomplete, and there's a flag. I think B.W. Webb may have used his hands a little too much. We'll see. And he obviously is objecting to the call.
And B.W. Webb saying, well, there was an official right there running down with us. He doesn't throw the flag. How are you throwing it from the middle of the field? Well, this is why. Look at the left arm of B.W. Webb taking Michael Gallup over the sideline. That's exactly why that call came. And the official on the inside can't see it.
Defense, number 23. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
And the official in the middle of the field could. That was the back judge, Greg Wilson, who had a clear view inside to see the left arm take Michael Gallup over the sideline.
Yeah, you can object all you want, but you can't shove someone out of bounds 30 yards downfield. And so it goes down as a 23-yard penalty. Giants, 7 penalties now against them. They'll run. Jackson. Nothing left and nothing at all as Morrow was there with some help, as well as Kareem Martin. You know, Charles, I think you're talking about Prescott and his decisiveness and the footwork, things he talked about us with. I personally think, though, for Dallas to advance to the playoffs, I think he's got to run the ball more, especially in this area of the field.
I don't think there's any question about it, but I don't think we'll see it today. See, I think that now that they've clinched the playoffs, they want him to be sharper on the field, but I don't think that they're going to want him to break out the legs. We've seen it in the red zone, closer to inside the 15. I think he's got to do it out in the field more, and that'll take some pressure off of his
He said, I think you'll see that more, but you're right. Maybe not till next week. Prescott, touchdown pass. Cowboys 7-0, 2-minute warning.
You haven't seen the sun in like forever, so you search for a beach vacation. Sunny beaches, sandy beaches, big beaches, small beaches, until you're lost, searching for surfing dogs. But then you find VRBO, and they search millions of homes to find you the perfect beach house, where you all find your own rooms and a grill bigger than your kitchen back home. And finding out about the girl he likes at school warms your heart even more than the sun. From beach houses to cabins to condos, find vacation homes that match you with VRBO.
This is Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, a beer inspired by nature, made with organic grains for a pure, refreshing taste.
Introducing the $6 King Box. Choose from the Flame Grilled Whopper or 3 other favorites and get fries, a drink, and 2 cookies for just $6. The $6 King Box, only at Burger King.
Turn the bass up. Pick your face up. I wanna see you move. Bring your friends.
The 2019 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl on sale to get your tickets today.
Hyundai presents the impossible made possible. The Colts started the season 1-5, but last Sunday won their 8th game in 9 weeks. With Marlon Mack running for a touchdown and Andrew Luck throwing for 2 more to receivers Dontrell Inman and Chester Rogers, the Colts overcame a 10-point second-half deficit to beat the Giants and are now 1 win away from a playoff berth. Brought to you by Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL.
Coming up on the Visa Halftime, the Patriots try to hold on to a first-round bye simply by beating the Jets, while the Texans try to steal it from them as they host the Jaguars. We'll break down the playoff picture for you coming up on the Visa Halftime.
Kurt, look forward to that. The Giants faithful out today despite the game not meaning much, but this is a loyal fan base. But the Giants coming in at 5-10. A lot of Cowboys fans here too. 2 minutes to go. Red zone offense. Huge story for Dallas all year. They're looking to play well there today. And here is Prescott on second down. Has time now. Going to come near side, and I wonder if that was on purpose because he saw Goodson closing in on Jackson.
I think you're exactly right about that. He had excellent protection. So give the Giants credit for their coverage downfield and in the short zone, as you just noted with Goodson, taking Jackson out of the backfield and taking away that opportunity for Prescott.
Cowboys on third down today, 7 of 9.
See what kind of matchup Cole Beasley can get here. This is his opportunity. Here's Beasley.
Prescott stands in, firing end zone. Same play, same result. Touchdown, Jarwin.
James Betcher, the defensive coordinator, likes to blitz, does it on this play. Watch him working on Michael Thomas, number 31, inside, and they get Thomas looking in one direction and sneak the other receiver behind him. Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin worked in tandem, the 2 tight ends. Schultz short, Jarwin in the end zone for the touchdown.
Maher with the extra point, and it's up and through. So Blake Jarwin, his first 2 touchdown catches of his career, and Dak Prescott taking all those red zone issues and saying, yeah, take that. A 13-yarder and then a 19-yarder to Jarwin, and Jason Garrett looks like he just got what he wanted for Christmas. 14-zip, Dallas.
I'm Patty
is the Chevy family. We're part of the Chevy family, too.
And we'd like you to join us as we kick off the new year.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is still available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay, and not a cent more.
It's our way of saying
Happy New Year!
Use your employee discount for everyone to get a total value of $12,500 on this Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. The Chevy employee discount for everyone ends soon.
Taco Bell invites you to a world that defies all logic. A place where burritos are filled with delicious nachos or indulgent chicken enchiladas, all for the unbelievable price of $1. No, you're not having a delicious burrito dream. You're eating the new $1 grande burritos from Taco Bell's new Cravings Value menu. Value beyond belief.
Celebrities go undercover in Fox's musical guessing game.
Are you in the NFL?
Stop smiling at me.
Who's behind the mask? The Masked Singer premieres this Wednesday on Fox.
United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
Welcome back to the Orville.
Oh my God.
All hands, begin prepping all stations for first contact.
I am capable of causing you great pain, Captain.
Oh, wow. The Orville premieres tonight on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Chevy. Chevy's earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So Blake Jarwin, who's continued to kind of emerge here ever since Jeff Swaim, the starting tight end, got hurt. Well, now he's got his first 2 touchdown catches of his career. You see, he didn't have any in the first 16 games. Not only that, Charles, but he has really come on.
Yeah, and this is what Pam Oliver talked about earlier when she talked about Blake Jarwin and Dak Prescott and their communication and getting on the same page, so to speak. It really continues to get better. The trust factor is huge now for Dak Prescott, knowing that Blake Jarwin's going to be there for him. And that's exactly what they need as they head towards the playoffs.
Here's Coleman. Will take it out. Corey Coleman. 20 and to the 25, and he's out of bounds across the 25. Well, tomorrow the Red Box Bowl kicks off between Oregon and Michigan State, 2:30 Eastern on Fox, and then flip it over to FS1. Number 17 Utah battles number 22 Northwestern in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl, 6:30 Eastern, or catch it all on Fox, the Fox Sports app. Northwestern, Pat Fitzgerald maybe talking to the Packers.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of rumors about that. How about those 2 bowl games? Big Ten versus Pac-12.
By the way, you see Eli Manning, 1 interception. Remember, he threw interceptions on back-to-back possessions. We'll tell you in a second after this pass. Coming near side, Latimer makes the catch. And Cody Latimer is going to be, I think, a little bit shy of a first down. So they changed the second interception. I don't know why. When they remember the sack, DeMarcus Lawrence, they say that was a fumble. So Antoine Woods, who was celebrating his first career interception as a defensive lineman, now doesn't have it.
Gets a fumble recovery.
Oh, it's not the same. Going deep for Latimer here, and it's a little out of reach. Byron Jones was stride for stride.
So they went back-to-back plays, same receiver against the same cornerback. Byron Jones, you noted earlier in the game, going to the Pro Bowl for the first time. 0 interceptions for the season. But the respect factor about his coverage ability is all over the place. And here he's got to run back up to the line of scrimmage as the Giants are going a little bit quicker.
They're going to run it here, and there's just not been much room for Saquon Barkley, as that's only going to put him up to 32 yards in this first. He had 27 yards his first 2 carries.
Able to pick up the first down, though, move the sticks for the Giants.
Minute left in this half. Each team with all 3 of their timeouts. Here's Manning. Steps away from pressure, dumps it off to Barkley. Has some room. Saquon Barkley, first down, all the way to the 45 before Leighton Vander Esch, fellow rookie, knocks him down. And a timeout on the field with 47 seconds left.
Remember what Jason Garrett told us about what he told Dak Prescott? Look for your guys downfield, but if you don't have anything, just dump it out to 21, meaning Ezekiel Elliott. That works for Eli Manning, except the number's 26, and it's Saquon Barkley. See, he's ruffled in the pocket. But Barkley comes right into his sight line, and that's good understanding by the rookie that his quarterback's in trouble. Just get right in front of him and say, hey, here I am. Dump it to me, and let's see what I can get done. And then at the end of the run, may have gotten his ankle twisted underneath. And look at that. Just set a new record. Most receptions all time by a rookie running back, breaking Reggie Bush's record.
So Wayne Gallman comes in the game to replace Barkley. Here's Manning. Back to throw, hits Gallman. Gallman spins away from a tackle, and he stays in bounds. Again, the Giants have 2 timeouts, and they will use one here with 42 seconds to go. And Barkley itching to get back on the field. So for Eli Manning in his 15th season, well, some wonder if this could be it as a Giant. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Look at this. Most starts with one team. Brady at 304. Favre with 275. Marino 258. John Elway 252. And then you're talking Eli Manning 242 starts with one team. It's just unheard of. Obviously we showed you Brady that he's still doing it, but pretty impressive, Charles.
And him entering the call, remember 210 consecutive starts that ended last year, not because of injury.
There's a blitz. Manning fires off his back foot looking for Ingram, incomplete.
And his durability and his availability have been very impressive throughout his career. For Eli Manning, you notice his NFL ranks all time. Those are numbers that get your eyes open, don't they?
You know, turns 38 years old in January. 4-time Pro Bowler, the most important 2-time Super Bowl winner. 2016 Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner. 3rd down. Manning fires, and it's caught into traffic. Sterling Shepard down to the 20. Well, the Giants call their final timeout. Doesn't look like. Oh, now there is a whistle, and they do. So the Giants will use their final timeout with 29 seconds to go, but now they've got an opportunity to get on the board.
So watch Shepard, 87 in blue, come into the middle. And there's Sean Lee. He goes to cover him, but he's got his back turned to the quarterback, never sees the football. He goes to pick up Sterling Shepard, and look at Sean Lee's eyes. They're watching Shepard, 87. He has no idea that the ball's coming in behind him, and Shepard moved in the opposite direction to catch the football before Xavier Woods makes a tackle downfield.
Cowboys trying to work Sean Lee back. He was playing with Jalen Smith earlier. Now he's out there with Van Der Esch trying to get those pairings used to each other. So 31 seconds to go in the half. Manning. Here comes pressure. Throws incomplete. Ducked out of the way as pressure was coming. Tried to get it to Ingram.
And that's, no, go ahead, Kevin.
2nd down. Sorry, Charles.
That's all right. That's Taco Charlton putting the pressure. And that's something that Cowboys fans and Cowboy organization excited about seeing. Okay, watch Charlton. Watch him work. All right, see there? Now he works inside and gets a little bit of pressure on Eli Manning. He had been a healthy scratch, had missed 2 previous games before Tampa Bay, where they just decided not to have him active. Got him going again last week. Happy to see him get a pass rush.
This time Manning has time. This time he's going for the end zone for Shepard. Nowhere near him. Incomplete. Pretty good coverage back there too. Jeff Heath, the safety, came over to help. 3rd down.
Jeff Heath had some help on that one, didn't he? You know what it was? It's a sideline. Sideline came into play. Just no room left. And sometimes you get that extra defender, whether it's the sideline or the back of the end zone, where a receiver has no space to come down.
Manning going end zone again, this time for Lattimore. He hauls it in. Touchdown.
One foot down. Is the second one coming down? Yes. Grasping the ball with his left arm to the body only. Completes the process of the catch. He even does it with Byron Jones grabbing his inside arm and keeping it away. That's why he couldn't bring the second arm up to catch it. Look at him. He's got him down in there. But how about the catch by Latimer? He has blocked off his right arm from coming up to help. So Latimer says, I'll just take one arm and possess it for the touchdown.
First touchdown of the year for Latimer as Rosas, the Pro Bowl kicker, punches the extra point hole. That was pretty. So the Giants, they were kind of stuck in neutral offensively, and they come down with 15 seconds left and a 21-yard touchdown, a beauty of a throw and catch from Manning to Latimer.
There's Chris Richard, the secondary coach, coaching up Byron Jones. A beautiful play because Latimer didn't just beat Byron Jones upfield. Kevin, he was able to get a step ahead and wrap around him to get him back on his body, and that allowed him to actually make that circus catch. Because you're always taught as a defensive back, you've got to take away the upfield arm. See, if you don't take away the upfield arm, see, that's the arm that can cradle a ball back into the body. If you take away the inside arm there, that's harder to do. In that case, he had the inside arm. He said, okay, fine, upfield arm, cradled it, and made a fantastic catch. But his ability to get upfield and wrap around allowed him to make that happen.
A little bowling action. He had a little, Earl Anthony torque on that one.
We'll go head over to Chelsea Piers afterwards and get a few frames in.
Funny, right? We just showed you the graphic of Eli Manning and all these consecutive starts. He's like, yeah, I'd like to have a few more, I think.
Yeah, and listen, I can't speak for him. I have the feeling that he's thinking, I'm going to be back here and be the starting quarterback in 2019. And it's up to Dave Gettleman, the GM, Pat Shurmur, the head coach, to get some more players and get some more weapons around there and keep retooling that offensive line.
And so we have ourselves a game with 15 seconds to go in this first half from MetLife Stadium. That's the Giants scoring drive, 14-7. And the Cowboys just come on out and take a knee here. Halftime show coming up. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Tony. A couple of big games in terms of playoff seeding going on right now, and then a ton of big games coming up later. We'll update you on all of that as we go to the break with a 7-point lead for Dallas. Plays of the first half presented by DirecTV. More for your thing, that's our thing. Well, Dak Prescott, nice first half for him. Couple of touchdown passes, the first two of Blake Jarwin's career. 13 yards and then 19 yards on a rope. That put Dallas in front, and that's where they stand right now. The Prescott, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. And you wonder if you'll see him in the second half with the Cowboys. And you think maybe they'll rest some players after a pretty good offensive half where they had 184 yards total.
Be interesting to see because remember, the backup quarterback, Cooper Rush, he's up, but the third quarterback, Mike White, is not. So they may be planning to use Dak Prescott just a little bit longer. We'll see.
Meanwhile, the Giants come back and they make it a game on this beauty. Eli Manning to the corner in tight coverage against Byron Jones. Cody Latimer says, you know what, I'll take that.
It's a great catch. It was a beautiful throw as well. Put it in the perfect spot to give Latimer a chance to make a play on the football.
I think Dak Prescott is saying, you know what, I'd like to play. Jason Garrett says, well, you're not playing anymore. Kurt Menefee in LA.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Final week of the regular season, all about playoff seeding, positioning, and everything. We will get you up to date right up to the second here on the Visa Halftime, courtesy of Terry Bradshaw.
All right, Jets at the New England Patriots. Tom Brady having a big-time game. Look, what's this? Pressure? Now turn on the speed. That's the speed right there, going right, finding Philip Dorsett in the back corner of the end zone. 3 touchdown passes in the first half for Brady. That's a 9-yarder, 21 to 3.
Party's over.
Where did you hear that, Howie? That's some good singing right there. Jaguars at the Texans. Deshaun Watson. Sprint right, roll right. Now, do an option? No. Fake the option, keep it inside. He does. 5-yard touchdown run. Houston 17-3 on top of Jacksonville. Late in the second quarter. Panthers at the Saints. Drew Brees not starting, but getting the troops all fired up. Teddy Bridgewater gets the start. But right off the bat, it's Cameron Artis-Payne on a 15-yard run. Carolina awfully impressive in this football game. 20-0 on top of the New Orleans Saints.
Panthers trying to end their 7-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay trying to knock off Atlanta. Detroit rolling over the Green Bay Packers right now as that game gets to halftime. And Buffalo up by a touchdown over the Miami Dolphins, who was trying to win to get to 500. Howie, let's talk about Dallas and the Giants.
Yeah, Dallas locked in that number 4 seed. You know, you wondered how they play this football game until that last drive. The defense has really showed up and playing big today. Eli in the end zone, in the red zone, drops back, looking in the corner for Shepard. Awuzie picks the ball off, tries to thread it in there in double coverage. Marcus Lawrence, somebody forgot to tell him this was a throwaway game. Marcus gets his 10.5 sacks for this season, forces what they're calling a fumble. Woods recovers it. Be interesting to see how the Cowboys play this second half in terms of playing their starters.
Yeah, and if I were them, I'd probably rest them a little bit because what I've seen so far, they look good. You know, I think this is something they should be proud of in that first half. Dak Prescott specifically, I think he's playing really good. He's got 140 yards, and I like the use of Cole Beasley because they're going to need him in the playoffs. You know, you're going to set up, you're going to try and take away Amari Cooper, try to take Ezekiel Elliott. You got to have that third guy that can step up and make plays. And Cole Beasley's got 3 catches that gets 60 yards or whatever it is. He's having a good game.
Michael said in the pregame show Dallas needs to kind of get rolling on offense in order to get into the playoffs, and it looks like they took that to heed and got off to a good start here in the first half. All right, a lot of people are watching Green Bay and the Detroit Lions, Michael. You take a look at this team. The Lions are rolling right now, and the Packers are without their starting quarterback out with an injury.
Yeah, just kind of been one of those seasons for the Packers. And you look at Aaron Rodgers out there today, and he's so used to making things happen. Here he's in the pocket. He's trying to scramble out, roll out, but the Lions are coming from all directions. You get hit there, the helmet comes off. Here he's just back there, like get rid of the ball, get rid of it, throw it, he's just trying to almost make too much happen. He finally gets rid of the ball, and then he left the game. He's going to be evaluated for a concussion, but like one of those years with the Packers, so many games earlier in the season, had they won, I have a feeling kind of turned everything around. But this year just kind of been downhill.
He might be one player I wouldn't even play. I mean, what difference does it make?
Today I wouldn't have played him. I would have put somebody else in there. You know what you're going to get out of him.
He made a point of making the statement, though, that sends the wrong message to his team, that his leadership has to be on the field. He has to be present.
Okay, I respect that. Absolutely.
But we won't see him again, I don't think.
I respect it for a series, and then you sit him on the bench.
Yeah.
And I think he probably will be there for the rest of the day. All right, later on today, America's Game of the Week. We will feature that guy that Aaron Andrews is talking to, Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And some of you will also get Nick Foles and the Eagles trying to get a win over Washington just to make it into the playoffs. No matter what happens, we will set the playoff picture for you and wrap up the season on the OT presented by Lowe's after all the late games are done right here on Fox. But another half coming your way of your game. A lot of you are watching Cody Latimer and the Giants one-handed to get within one score and earn the Visa play of the first half.
Brought to you by Visa. Now you can tap to pay with Visa at CVS. You want to show off your speed, we help your money keep up. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
I signed on because of the promise of eradicating diseases.
They drink blood. Why don't you just call them vampires?
There's no such thing as vampires.
I suggest you run. We're going to change the world. Oh, my God.
The Passage premieres January 14th on Fox.
Whose idea was this?
I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone.
UPS is now hiring for package handlers in Louisville. Package handlers make $10.35 an hour. Thinking about college, but worried about how you'll pay for your tuition? With UPS's Metropolitan College program, UPSers who meet program guidelines can graduate 100% debt-free, work part-time, go to school, and graduate debt-free. It's that simple. Why pay for school? Let UPS do the heavy lifting. Apply now at upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings, custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Lichtenfeld Incorporated, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility, virtually any size, any shape, and usage. Celebrating 100 years in construction. You'll find their work all over Kentuckiana and online at lichtenfeldinc.com.
Something you don't know about your neighbor. He relies on a daily pill to keep him on his feet and out of the hospital. And given the cost of that pill, he can't always afford to eat well. His pride won't allow him to ask you for help. But he might ask Dare to Care.
Dare to Care Food Bank. Help us feed your neighbor. Donate today.
Liquor Barn delivery.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you guys delivered.
Yeah, people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Game of the week as the Minnesota Vikings look to lock up the 6th seed in the NFC, but the fighting Philadelphia Eagles, well, they're still alive as well as they fly on to Washington. Find out who is in and who goes home. That's later today, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 Pacific, right here on Fox.
Fox Wednesday. Celebrities go undercover.
Under these masks, we have Grammy winners, Emmy winners, and Hall of Fame players.
In Fox's musical guessing game.
Are you in a boy band?
Stop smiling at me.
Every week, someone will be revealed.
One of our stars is going home.
It's the international phenomenon.
Who's behind the mask?
The Masked Singer premieres this Wednesday on Fox.
Yeah, bust your up. Scare.
Oregon, Michigan State, the Red Box Bowl, New Year's Eve on Fox.
As the head athletic trainer, I am responsible for the overall health care of our team. During the game, I'm communicating with the physicians, I communicate with the coach, and we want to be able to act as fast as possible to treat an injury as it occurs. When the game ends, there is a tremendous amount of work to take care of these athletes. We use research and science to drive our protocols. From injury prevention to the rehabilitation of injuries and the education of our athletes, we're giving our players the care that they deserve. We take that responsibility very seriously.
A little tune-up for the playoffs for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a couple turnovers today, and they've got a 14-7 lead, third quarter. Coming up next on Fox.
How much time? 6 minutes and we're a baked potato.
Take a message back to your people.
Welcome to the galaxy.
The Orville, tonight on Fox.
Mattress Firm's fan favorite deals are back. For a limited time, we've dropped the price of a king to a queen and the price of a queen to a twin. That means you can save up to $600. Because who wouldn't love a bigger bed for less? Or take home a free adjustable base with your qualifying mattress. Up to a $699 value, free. The clock is ticking. We dare you to try and find a better deal before the year ends. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
There's not much time.
Final countdown initiated.
It's the final days of Nissan's year-end event. Your last chance to load up on tech and save big on our award-winning lineup, featuring the all-new Altima, Rogue, and the powerful Titan. Time's running out. Get the holiday's biggest tech before it's gone.
Get up to $2,500 bonus cash on select models, or get 0% financing for 60 months on 13 models.
This event ends
January 2nd.
Better hurry.
Hey friends, remember getting us for the holidays? You're like, whoa, Ninja Turtles! Get that feeling again with the Honda Pilot during Happy Honda Days.
It comes standard with Honda Sensing, a suite of safety and driver assist features.
Or get tubular in the Honda Ridgeline. It has this lockable in-bed trunk.
You mean pizza compartment?
Ugh, so full. Get something you'll love during Happy Honda Days with deals on the Honda Pilot right now at your Honda dealer.
Let's get ready.
Happy holidays from WDRB. Happy holidays from WDRB.
day.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up. Aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me.
Today's Game Flow brought to you by Progressive. A little Panic at the Disco, getting in a good mood for this third quarter here from MetLife Stadium, where the Cowboys will receive 14-7 Dallas, who won the initial toss and deferred, so they will get the ball here. Now, who is going to play quarterback? Is it going to be Dak Prescott, or will he take a rest, and will we see Cooper Rush to start this third quarter? A lot on the line as we find out. As Aldrick Rosas, the Pro Bowl kicker for the Giants, had a wonderful year, will kick things off. Dallas will start on their own 25, and we go downstairs to Pam Oliver.
Hey there, Kevin. For the New York Giants, head coach Pat Shurmur, he was really pleased with the number of things that he saw. He feels like his ball club is, quote, playing their butts off. He said, minus those 2 turnovers, this could be a tie ball game. Now, he will play his starters for the second half. Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett, he said, we did some nice things. He complimented the offense's ability to move the ball, Dak on those 2 red zone scores, and the defense getting those 2 turnovers. I asked him about his starters. He said, we're going.
Well, no joke, because Prescott is playing. I have to say I'm a little surprised. And, you know, sometimes these games, Charles, we've done a couple of these games, and they say, oh, we're going to play everybody, and never happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, Dak said he really wanted to play the whole game, and at least to start the third quarter, he's there.
Yeah, and Jason Garrett really wanted him to play more in this game, obviously, by having him out here, because he wants this offense getting back in the groove that they had going into Philadelphia and through Philadelphia. Remember, Indianapolis was a disaster.
Yeah.
They got shut out in that game. And last week, they got outgained by 151 yards in Tampa. So he wants to see more out of this offense as they move towards the playoffs.
And they had a pretty good first half. Prescott 2 touchdown passes. And looking to throw it again against a 4-man rush. Now the pocket collapses, and Prescott goes down. He had some time initially, but Lorenzo Carter, I think, will get the sack with the ankle trip, and we have an injured Cowboys lineman on the play. And, you know, keep in mind here as you look at it, that's Xavier Su'a-Filo. He's the starting left guard. Already they came into the game with Martin and Smith resting and out. So they're inactive, so they only have 1 backup now to play. Su'a-Filo has done a really nice job since taking over that starter's role about midway through the season. And that's the last thing you want if you're the Cowboys. Injuries. They tend to him. Martin and Frederick look on.
Got directions to the nightclub here. And if you get lost, just hit me on the old horn.
Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house...
It's a $10 cover.